This is D with Divine Needle, and this reading is about some planetary alignments. This reading's for the collective, and I think it has something to do with what I saw in a vision yesterday, or at least I'm rather certain. And it's very interesting because there was another reader that pointed out um, the Kabbalist tree. And that's on the Dynasty card and stuff about the orbs. It's also on the Lover's card. And it's funny because another reader pulled that today, and it was in the readings recently too that I did. And I had a vision that there was these orb ships, and they did this formation. Let me pull out the Lover's card or the Dynasty card and show you what I'm talking about. But they did this formation that reminded me of that tree. And then everything went crazy right after that. But so I'm trying to remember my nighttime sleeping vision. This was a sleeping vision. Tend to be more symbolic rather than actual. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to find out what that was about. I think it has something to do. See, there it is on the Lover's card right there. Okay. Kabbalistic tree. I want to get the actual 10 out so you can see it. It's called the Dynasty card in this deck. And I'm wanting to find out. I have a funny feeling these planetary alignments might have something to do with it. We'll find out. What I'll do is I'll do a reading on those planets, and then I'm going to do a reading on that vision itself and see what we find out. There it is, almost near the bottom, right? There it is. The Dynasty. Kabbalistic tree. These orb ships in the sky did this weird formation and then went streaming down, and then all hell broke loose. They were doing this very cool dance in the sky. And it reminded me of this card. So anyway, first we're going to look at the planetary alignments, and I'm going to try to hold this up close for you all so that you can see what I'm going after. Right here, this area, we've got Mercury, the Sun, Venus, and Uranus, Gaia, all sandwiched between Chiron, the Wounded Warrior, up here. You can see him right there. And try to focus it in, if it'll do it. It's thinking about it. Here. Oh, there it goes. Okay. And Lilith, that's in Taurus. Black Moon Lilith. So between Chiron and Black Moon Lilith, we have this sandwich going on of Mercury, the Sun, Venus, and Uranus. Gaia. Like rustling around us. That's so funny. Gaia. Uranus. Gaia. So we've got Venus and Gaia in Taurus. Fascinating. So I want to see how that energy plays out. I want to know what's going on with that. And of course, we have Saturn, the timekeeper of the holodeck, and Jupiter up in Aquarius. And I want to see what kind of energy is going on with that lineup between Chiron and Lilith. Mercury, the Sun, Venus, Uranus. And that's the energy that's right now, this very moment, for the collective. Can you tell me what this means for the collective, this lineup down here? Tell me what this means for the collective in 6 cards, please. 6 cards. There's the first one, and guess what? It has everything to do with that damn vision I had. I knew it did. My instinct was going screaming at me that that lineup had everything to do, and here's a lineup, all right, everything to do with that vision. Oh, first card out. The one that I pulled. Can't make that up. No, you can't. Wow. They always blow my mind. I shouldn't be mind blown, but I'm always so intrigued and so excited when I see these things happen. It gets my energy going. All right. What else can you tell us about this particular alignment of planets down in Aries and Taurus, please? What else can you tell us about this? Oh, wow. That was like bounced. What we got? Oh, there's Venus right there, and there's the sun. We got Mercury. Can't make that crap up no matter how hard you try. I dare you. I dare you. They're talking about these planets that we're talking about right here. What else can you tell us about this planetary alignment? Inquiring minds want to know. I'm curious, what does this alignment have to do with the holodeck and everybody on it? What does it mean? What does it mean? There's another one. Woo-hoo! Archangel of Mysteries. Interesting how it flipped right on top of the warrior. I always take note of little things like that. Okay, we got 2 more cards, guys. 2 more cards. What can you tell us about this alignment of planets? Scarlet Shield, that was in the reading today. And that reading today had more in it. I haven't had time to go back and review it. There's been way too much going on. Okay, one more card. One more card. Move this up here. What else can you tell us about this planetary alignment? How it affects us here in the holodeck? What else can you tell us? How does this affect us in the holodeck? Archangel Healing and the Destroyer. Weird how those flipped on my hand. Interesting. The Discerning One. That's Mars and Aries. Okay, we'll take note of it, but we're going to put it up there because right now I'm focused on this. I told them 6 cards. They don't always listen to me, just like I don't listen to them. Maybe we'll learn to listen to each other more. I don't know. We're working on that. I'm a stubborn Aquarius. I can't help it. All right. Move these. We're going to move these down. So that everything fits on the screen. Sometimes me touching the cards and gives me some more impressions too. Just kind of. All right. As you notice, the cards are lining up with what's here. We got Mercury, first thing, right after Chiron. And Mercury's the first thing in the reading. Then we've got the sun. There we go. Made it bigger so you guys could see what I'm talking about. We got the sun, Venus, Uranus. These are flipped. We've got the Empress and the Warrior. Those 2 cards came out together, and I'm wondering if I put them in the incorrect order. Put them in the order they are in this planetary lineup. Let's see what we get. Okay. All right. And then the Destroyer is a sun card too. Archangel and Mysteries, that is the Taurus card. That is the King of Earth. And you notice these planets are in the King of Earth. Oh, yeah. And then we have Aries right here, the Ram, right? And we're looking, come on, back up right. We're looking at what's going on here in Aries and Taurus between Chiron and Black Moon Lilith. And this kind of sums up a little bit. Now, Mars right now is down here in Gemini at 25 degrees. So Mars is not in Aries, but it was not very long ago. Interesting. So that's kind of part of the reading. It's interesting because this card was in today's reading, and so was this card. Oh, wow. Yeah. See, these cards in that order were in the underlying energy. Okay, let's see if we can suss out what the heck is going on here. What are you guys trying to tell me? And I know it has something to do with that vision I had that they gave me yesterday, because that was just vivid as it gets. It was like reality, or what we presume is reality, right? 3D holodeck. It's interesting because I was at the back door of my house and I answered the door, and there were two people making a delivery. Two. We got two here. Two people making a delivery. Two men. And we have two men at this, and this was going on in the sky outside the door. They were showing me something about this card. Using orb ships in the sky in my vision. What does it mean, though? And all kinds of hell breaking loose. I gotta sort out what this means. So we have the sun. We've got two kings here. One's king of earth, one's king of water. King of earth is Uriel. King of water is Adonai. Remember, Adonai is a.k.a. Michael, a.k.a. Loki, Inky. Yeah. He was given the waters. He rules the waters, right? And it's all been all about the waters, too. That's the other thing that's really come up. And we have the chalice here, the waters. There's water behind the dance of Kali here. What are they trying to tell me? Because I know they're telling me something significant, because they used a vision and other tarot readers noticing this tree. Jody's Soul Songs noticed this tree in the Sagittarius reading she just did. She pointed it out, and I was like, yep, she's feeling it too, and she happens to be, guess what? Another Aquarius. Make that up. What are you guys trying to tell me? This is the Dynasty card. Also, the Kabbalistic tree. This is complete monetary, spiritual, fulfillment. This is complete fulfillment in yourself. It's kind of like the internal and external, the internal binary and the external binary. The moon and the sun, right? Balance. This card can quite literally represent a sun. And not, I'm talking about human form sun, as in child. Enlightenment, or the energy of the sun itself. Mercury and Virgo, the sun. Then we have Venus. They use this card to talk about the volcanoes and the ash rolling out all over the place and causing darkness. Can't ignore that. Rania's Gate, a muse. Muse. Then we have the Archangel of Mysteries. This is King of Earth, Archangel Uriel, Angel of the East. He's the one that kept 2 angels that were very, very bad in cages until an appointed time in the book of Revelations when the Holy Ghost tells him to release them. That happened. Then we have the Scarlet Shield, Queen of Swords. That's a Libra card to me. The fixed signs are the kings. Yep. So cardinals are the queens, and the mutable are the pages or knights. Well, the knights. The pages can kind of go in any particular way. Although, like, the Knight of Pentacles is very Taurus energy as well, which is Archangel Mysteries card too. They're both Taurus energy. The Shorn one, the warrior, Aztec warrior. It's interesting because Gabriel is represented on this card as the eagle here. Then we have the Archangel of Healing. That is a King of Cups. That is the King of Waters. That is actually more because Gabriel is the Scorpio fixed sign of the World card. So that should actually represent Gabriel right here. Scorpio. So we have a Scorpio. Archangel of Healing. And then we have the Sun again. And the Destroyer. 10 of Swords. Stick a fork in me, I'm done. And this 2 of Scepters, the Discerning one. Kind of denoting the Aries. All this happening in Aries and Taurus. What are you guys trying to tell me? Okay, I'm going to ruminate for a little bit and see if I come up with anything else. So I'm going to pause this and just kind of zone out a bit, because that's what I do. All right, I'll be right back. Pausing. Okay, some things are standing out to me. This little puzzle's a little harder than some of the others. Well, something that's standing out is the cross here, the cross here, the cross here. That was standing out to me, and I'm not sure why. But remember, I had the vision of the UFOs and the two gentlemen standing on my back stoop that had just made a delivery. And then suddenly, this formation in the sky, and then all kinds of crazy broke loose. It's funny because this ends with all kinds of crazy breaking loose. You look at the sun card and you see what looks like the king of air. Not the queen, but the king of air. Cutting through the sun. Cutting off the sun. And then we have the Empress again. And the clouds rolling across the water. And then you have earth and air mixed with water, coming over the water. And then that causing something with the sun being blocked. Something with the sun being blocked. Or cut. The sun being blocked or cut. These are both sun cards. Something involving the energies of air, earth, and water. Or a recipe for blocking the sun. I can't help but notice, this is an Aztec shield here. The fire down here could represent possibly another volcano. You see the mountains back here in the water? The crosses were standing out. Why are the crosses standing out? The crosses feel like sometimes it's kind of like almost like a stop sign, like stop. Or X marks the spot. Sunspot? Sunspot? X marks the spot. X marks the spot. Something to do with the earth and the sun and the water. Okay, I'm going to ruminate a little bit more. I just wanted to take you where I'm seeing this. Okay. Pausing again. By the way, I thought I better mention now. Right now, it's 11:09 a.m. on April 16th, 2021. Should have said that at the beginning, but 25 minutes plus pauses have occurred. But right now, it's 11:09 a.m. on April 16th. Okay. I'm sitting here working out some more of it. Remember, we talked about the ships in the air that, especially the ones kind of in center view for me, were doing a formation very similar to this and just standing there in awe watching it. And in the end, what's interesting, those ships, remember I said I don't know if they were shooting at each other or if they were missing, but they were hitting the ground. And something I want to point out on this card that stood out to me, this feels like the ships, the hilt part of the sword up here. That feels like the orb ships with the wings and shooting at the ground. No, notice it's coming from the sky. It's coming from the sky. Could it be possible asteroid impacts hitting the planet? Or was that vision an actual event as far as orb ships causing all kinds of hell to break loose? Because this is about that vision I had on top of the planetary alignments happening. Right now it's 11:21. My husband's up getting ready for work. My son's up working in the other room. See, I wondered if the two men on the stoop represented my husband and my son, which is interesting. Just something I wanted to point out. 1 and 9 is a 10. Plus 3, we got 13, number of the goddess. There's a 10 down here. And a 10. Tens bookending. 2 tens bookending this thing. Why didn't I see that immediately? 2 tens bookending. X marks the spot. And it's funny because there's 3 X's. 1, 2, 3. 3 of them. It almost feels like the sun's getting cut off somehow. And it has something to do with these. These could be asteroids. These could be actual ships. Something in the sky. And I woke up with my heart racing. It wasn't good. And I knew it. I wanted to watch it play out. So when I pulled the one on my right, I put my hand on his arm and I said, I think you better come inside. Because there was danger. There was danger. Is there anything else I can get from this? Earth, air, water. Earth, air, water. And the sun. Man, this is driving me crazy. The only thing that really Mexico, Guatemala, that area, that whole Mexican down on the southern end of the northern continent. North America continent, right? The corn was sticking out to me too, and they're very known for their corn tortillas, etc. The use of maize, right? That could indicate where, possibly. I wonder if clarifying cards would help any at all. Let's do that. Let's pull out the other deck that I use for that a lot. Heaven and Earth. Clarify the Sun card, please. Clarify the Sun card, please. Clarify the Sun card, please. Clarify the Sun card. I have a repeater here. Rest after strife. Queen of Wands. Defeat. Strife, defeat, or Queen of Fire. Queen of Fire. Strife and defeat for Queen of Fire. Okay. Interruptions. Forgive me. These really are standing out, how it bookmarks. And the bookmarks in this is the Wounded Warrior and Black Moon Lilith. And this card is definitely Black Moon Lilith, okay? 2 tens, bookending. Bookending. I want to know, with the energy of these 3 combined, what is this about? 2 kings bookending a queen. Let's see if they can give cards on these 3 combined. Can you tell me anything additional on those 3 combined? What is that all about? What is that all about? Okay, that's for all 3 combined. Those 3 combine and make clouds, and see the cup up here. See the one figure holding its arms up and the sun behind it? Those 3 combined block the sun. Remember I said this feels like the sun getting cut out right here because of the sword. The one with the sword. And this speaks of it. Strife. Queen of Fire. Queen of Fire, the sun. Defeated. Strife and defeat for the queen. The sun. See the clouds in the background? Yeah. Something is going to block the sun somehow. Like I said, these three combined, earth, air, and water. Now, these, I'm not sure if they're ships or if they're like asteroids or something hitting the water. I'm not sure what this is. I don't know if it's actual ships or asteroids coming in and hitting. But it had something to do with that vision they gave me yesterday. Absolutely 100% convinced. Bookmarked tens. Stick a fork in me, I'm done. This is some sort of event that is getting ready to take place. And it is the dance of Kali, Black Moon Lilith down here in Taurus, right? Has everything to do with this planetary alignment, that vision I got yesterday. This stood out to me so much today when I pulled it up this morning, and it's funny because this card can also represent your dreams, right? And the dream I had, the vision, was me standing on my back step, the doorway, with two men, two kings, on either side of a queen. That's what was happening in this picture. I'm standing here between the two. They're at my doorway, and I'm looking out to the sky, and this is going on. That's really freaking weird. It's about the dream. It's about the dream. Can you give me more information on the Empress card, please? More information on the Empress card? More information on the Empress card, please. More information on the Empress. Had a flipper on the deck. Withholding energy. Earthly power. Earthly power. Earthly power. I hope this doesn't represent weapons going off. Earthly power. Earthly power. The sun is what powers the earth. See, here we go with the elements kind of standing out here. And holding back. Notice the sun looks kind of blocked here too. Cloudy. But earthly power. Creative, abundant energy. And earthly power. The sun gets defeated by earthly power. Or earthly powder. Powder. Causing all this. Which blocks the sun up here. Interesting. World card on the bottom right now. which also represents the 4 elements again. What else can you guys tell me about this? Can you tell me anything more about this dance of Kali down here? Anything more about the dance of Kali? Right onto my hand. The Justice card. The Sun. The Magician. The Empress. Queen of Swords. The repeating cards. The repeating cards. The Justice card, remember I told you that's a Libra card to me. This is the Libra card in the Major Arcana. And again, the Queen of Swords too, right? So doubling down on air. We're doubling down on the air. Cutting out no longer serves. The Queen of Swords. The Earth. The Empress. Creative abundant energy. Venus. The Magician card. The Messenger, Mercury, right? The Sun. It's some sort of balancing of the scales. I don't know. I'm still having trouble with all this. Let's see what the alchemical symbols are. Justice for Venus. Justice for the Empress. Justice for Earth. Sun. Leo. Mercury. Virgo. Venus. Taurus. And Libra. Queen of Swords. It's the Queen of Air. Virgo, Libra, Libra. Cutting out no longer serves Venus or Earth. Manifesting Sun. Wow, I'm stumped right now. The Dance of Kali is about this, which is kind of repeating what we got here. Oh, the alchemy between earth, air, water. Yeah, it's some sort of alchemy between. Tips the scales somehow and causes the dance of Kali. Okay, I've got most of the puzzle, but I don't have all the puzzle, and it's bugging me. 2 of Scepters, the Ram, Aries, right? It's the card up here. Let me see if they can tell me what this Dynasty card means. If I can get anything else on it. Anything on the Dynasty card? Further clarification on the Dynasty card. Despair and cruelty. I know when I woke up from that dream or vision, my heart was racing. Yikes. Whatever this is, these orbs in the sky. I don't know, 3 or 4. I think it's 3. But there's an alchemy going on between air, earth, water. Earth, air, and water. Alchemy. Do you want me to try any other cards? I know the answer's here. I know it's here. And I think I'm close. Because the beginning and the end of that vision I had was this and that. Bookended. And that's what the planetary alignment is all about today. Wow. Whatever this is, it unleashes the dance of Kali. I'm going to quit recording right now because I'm really at a standstill. But that's what this means for the collective. Something about that vision I had yesterday has everything to do with the planetary alignments of today. And trust me, it wasn't good. I'm just trying to figure out. Something's blocking the sun. Something's blocking the sun. Just in every way that keeps coming up. Okay. Well, I'm done for right now after 50 minutes of spending on this puzzle plus because there were pauses. It's 11:49 a.m. right now. April 16th, 2021. I guess we'll see what this is about eventually. Or I'll make another video if I pick up anything else. Thanks.